Today's episode of the Alamo City Innovators podcast is sponsored by Air Integrity Comfort Solutions for all your commercial cooling and heating needs. Welcome to the Alamo City Innovators podcast, where we shine a spotlight on the movers and shakers of San Antonio's vibrant community. Join us as we explore the stories behind the success of business professionals, nonprofit champions, influential political figures, and media personalities who are making a difference in and around the Alamo City. And now your hosts, Marco Salinas and Francisco Bermudez Jr.
Welcome back to another episode of the Alamo City Innovators podcast. I am your host, Marco Salinas, and I am joined with my co-host, Mr. Francisco Bermudez Jr. Say hello, Francisco.
Howdy, everyone.
All right, and we have a very special guest from Ned Air Filters, Mr. Nedu
Njoku.
Nedu Njoku, and he is joining us today on our new podcast, and we're going to be talking about him and learning about him and his business and everything he's doing with Ned Air Filters. And we might even learn some other things about some dance type stuff, right?
Hey, I like to dance.
There you go. All right. So, Nedu, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
We really appreciate you being here. We were talking before we started recording, and you've done one podcast at least, audio.
Yes.
But today's the big day where there's some video.
My first time on video.
First time on video. Yes, my friend. And so... which, you know, a lot of podcasts are going in that direction now. People like to kind of see the video, see the people talking, interacting. And a lot of people are watching podcasts on YouTube now. So this will end up on YouTube. But you never know. Maybe somebody will find out about you through there, because the majority, here's the stats, the majority of people that find the podcast on YouTube are first-time watchers. So there's some good opportunities there to find some new eyeballs, which is always a good thing, right? So the other thing that we were talking about, Nedu, was, you know, as small business owners, we have to get the name, our business, we have to get it out there. We're always having tech problems lately, but Francisco will fix that. We're always trying to get our name out there. I told you it was going to be laid back.
Yeah. Shall I have a conversation?
See, yeah, we don't care about if things don't go. Things always go haywire with technology, always. But yeah, we got to get our name out there, man. And it's a crowded space because everybody has access to the technology. Everybody has their own platform basically now, right? I follow some of these really smart marketers, and they're always saying, you know, you put the content out and put out content and put out content. But man, you have to really stick to it. You got to really stick to it. Otherwise, you're just going to blend in with everybody else.
True. And they say stick to it, say do it consistently. How often is consistent enough? How often should you do it?
That's right.
I never know the best answer, so I'm here to have a conversation with you and learn something new about that.
Absolutely. No, and I'm happy to talk with you about it. But one thing that I always like to start with is give me, first of all, your 30-second to 1 minute elevator pitch. Who are you? What do you do? Who do you serve?
Awesome. So my name is Nedu Njoku, and I'm the owner, the founder of Ned Air Filters. The Ned in there is part of my name, but I took the U out of it because the business is for the people, really. So we provide AC air filters for your home AC units, so residential, commercial, and also industrial uses as well.
Okay.
So we provide free home deliveries to home all around the San Antonio area. We also ship outside of San Antonio to Austin and other parts of the country as well.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So long story short, you are the air filter guy.
Yes.
You're the air filter guy. Yeah. And so obviously you have a relationship with Francisco. It makes a lot of sense for you to partner up with an HVAC company that is always in need of filters, right?
Absolutely.
Do you only service kind of like on a wholesale type of a platform, or do you go direct to consumer as well?
So we primarily started with direct to consumer. So homeowners, people who own rental properties and things like that. We provide deliveries to homes.
Okay.
However, we've partnered with Francisco here and other AC companies who either want to purchase wholesale or provide our information to their customers.
Yep.
So they can order directly from us, have it delivered to their home.
Okay.
And that way it's easier for them to remember to change their AC air filters.
So it is a subscription.
There's subscription available,
Okay.
but it's not required.
Okay. So I can set up like a set it and forget it.
Yes.
Or I can just go back in manually every time that I need it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so let's go into the weeds a little bit. Okay, you're the air filter expert. Let's start off with this. Now, he's an AC expert, so he brings his point of view, but I want to hear directly from the man who all he does is work with air filters. All right? Let's start with this most basic question. How often should I be changing these things?
That's the biggest question. How often should you change your AC air filters? Now, it really depends, right? So one of the biggest factors there is how often are you running your AC units?
Yeah.
Like, do you have it running 24/7, or is it just come on once in a while because your temperature is set pretty high?
Yeah.
Do you have wood floors? Do you have carpets? Do you have pets in your home? How big is your family? It really all depends on those things. So how often are you opening your doors, really?
Sure.
But most AC air filters can last 30 to 90 days.
30 to 90 days.
So
okay.
a month to 3 months.
So, yeah, I think if it's San Antonio and it's summer, very different from if it's December.
True. Very different.
Right? Yeah. So during the summer months, you would need to really stay on top of that.
Yes.
Because literally the machine is practically running almost 24/7.
Pretty much.
Right? Yeah, because it's in this last summer that we had was just one of the most brutal that I've lived in San Antonio my whole life. It's always been hot here, but this last couple of years is just like I'm like, what is happening here, man?
Like next level heat.
Next level heat, man. Like, yeah, just way beyond anything I could have ever imagined. And let's hope that trend starts to somehow go away, but I don't think it's going to anytime soon. So it sounds to me like having a high quality, good air filter is going to be important, right?
Yeah, it's very important. And having conversations with AC guys like Francisco here, the changing your AC air filter is one of the most important maintenance things that needs to be done with your AC units. Is one of the most important and also the easiest to forget.
Yes. Yeah.
Because your AC air filter is tucked into the system, is in your attic,
Right.
is on the roof, and you just turn your AC on or it just stays on and you just don't think about it anymore.
Sure.
Till something
right.
goes wrong.
That's exactly right.
We try to prevent that from happening.
So
Yeah.
in HVAC, a filter costs what, like $25, $30, maybe some. But how much is a compressor? Compressor for a commercial property, a restaurant, is going to be at least $3,000 or $4,000 just for the part.
That's right.
And why does it break? Because the owner told the lowest employee to, hey, whenever you get a chance, remember to replace those filters.
Yep.
Whenever you get a chance.
Whenever you get a chance. It wasn't a high priority.
No.
Yeah. Which means it's going to cost you a lot more later.
Yeah.
Right? Your negligence of that care of that machine is going to cost you big bucks later because you didn't want to replace a $15
No,
filter.
just because. Well, you can answer that. Do people, like, what's your experience been? Do people remember to replace those filters in business owners or managers in restaurants or offices?
It's funny. I went into a Chinese restaurant for lunch the other day, and I will not mention the name of the restaurant, but I noticed that their AC vents were quite dusty. Like in the area where I was about to sit down and eat, it was quite dusty. And I went up to the front and I asked, hey, do you have a company that changes out your air filters? And the person tried to, I don't know, tell me a joke back or have a really corny response. He said, oh, we have a guy in the back who does that. And I was thinking, you clearly do not, because this should not be happening.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So business owners, homeowners, it's very easy to forget till something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And you don't want to wait till your compressor goes out, as you mentioned, $4,000 compared to less than $25 for an AC air filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry.
No, go for
I'll
it, dude.
take over.
No, if you got something, I want it. Go for it.
So as a business owner, like, we're never planning for buy a new AC unit, right? I don't want to have any surprises on my operations at all. Like, I'd rather know if I can budget certain repairs or certain maintenance every year. So it's very important it's going to help your P&L. It's going to help it's going to help you be more profitable by doing maintenance, right?
Yes.
So what are some of the things that business owners can do to make sure that there's no surprises for them throughout the whole year, or to manage their employees?
Yeah, that's a really important question right there, because as you mentioned, having that budget in place for your air filter really helps you to have more of a consistent spend when it comes to maintenance, right?
Yep.
compared to $4,000 in a year. You're spending way less than that, either monthly or quarterly.
Yep.
Right. And we've also added a service recently where we install the filters for the commercial customers as well. That's pretty new. But you mentioned $25. Our filters are high quality commercial grade.
Okay.
And we work directly with the manufacturers and provide the same high quality products to residential customers and commercial as well. And so they're a lot cheaper. They're a lot cheaper than what you'd buy in Walmart's. Like the Walmart ones, like have you seen those, how do you describe them? The blue ones that are like you can literally see through?
Yeah.
Yeah, those like $3 filters there.
Yeah.
People say that they just prefer to just buy the cheap one and change it out every month or something like that. But
Yeah.
we provide a better quality one at a very similar price.
I see.
So $6 for a filter right there that you can change monthly or every 2 months.
Yeah.
Compared to $4,000 repair.
Yeah.
So we just kind
kidding.
of try to remind people that, and we're not just trying to sell you on the products. We're trying to educate you on the need for something like that.
Yeah. And then how does it work with commercial properties to get a quote or to figure out what you need for your home or for your business? Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. So some commercial properties already know what type of AC air filter they need. So if you contact us, give us a call or go through our website, nedairfilters.com, you can just request a quote on there. And we'll send you an email with a full quote list right there, just for the filters or for installation as well.
Okay. And then what about if they don't know?
If you don't know, just give us a call as well, and we come out and do a survey. Okay. So we take a look at it for you. And most times, if a company already has a AC company that's doing the regular maintenance there, they would know and just give us that information. But we'll still like to go out there and just confirm and let you know exactly what you need, measure it for you if needed, and give you the quotes that way.
Okay. And then do they pay on a one-time fee or do they pay every month or how? Let's say I own a restaurant. I have 4 AC units. I need 4 filters replaced quarterly. How does the maintenance or the replacement program work for you all?
Yeah, exactly. So something like that would be more of a subscription. So we would have a set price that's paid quarterly for that service. So it would be the filter and installation included, right? And so that just set price will come out there, schedule the appointment with you, so make sure that we have the access to get to where we need to. And we'll come out there and take care of the work for you.
All right. So that way, their employees can focus on
Yes.
what the business are supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Focus on other things. Let your filter guys focus on the filters.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
My only question was, when we go to the store, we do see that there's obviously different grades of quality to the thickness or the effectiveness, I guess, of the filter.
Yes.
Right? Is that truly a real thing, or is some of that in our heads?
Or is it just marketing speech?
Yeah. Right.
So that's a question I get a lot. People see HEPA, people see MERV 10, MERV 13, all those things. And yes, it's a real thing. Those are the different ratings. So the higher the MERV rating, the more effective the filter is.
Okay.
But your AC guys will tell you that yes, the filter is better if you have a MERV 13 or something like that. But it also puts more pressure on your AC units. Right? So your AC unit has to work harder to pull air through that filter.
Oh, I see.
So
you never told me that.
But let them finish.
So that's a trade-off you're playing right there. So some people, if they have very old AC units, they're like, oh no, I don't want to put very high quality or high MERV rating filter in there. I just want to use the cheap stuff. But if you use the cheap stuff, you're just letting everything go through. You might catch the leaks, but all the dust and everything is just going through your system.
Right.
So there's a trade-off.
So it's almost like there's a middle point.
Yes. And that's why most of our customers right now, we focus on MERV 9 and MERV 10 air filters.
That's kind of the happy medium?
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. How high does that MERV number go?
MERV 13, but I think there's higher.
Yeah, I would say 15. There's HEPA filters. But, to that question, if you do want better air quality and you want tighter filters, then Ned would probably reach out to us. I'm like, hey, we need more airflow for this house because they want a filter that's going to filter a lot of the dust, allergens, bacteria, viruses, all that extra stuff.
Sure.
So you would need to get with an AC company to add additional return air. So you might have to add another return.
Oh,
That way the unit has enough air volume for
I
the rest
see.
of the house. Yeah.
interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. Okay, let's make a little bit of a switch over. That was all the good nitty gritty stuff, and we're not done with that. But I want to talk a little bit about you, Nedu. You were telling me that you've been here in the United States since about 2006.
Yes.
And you were originally from where?
From Nigeria and West Africa.
Nigeria, West Africa. And you came here and you basically went to college, right? University of Austin?
Yes.
UT Austin, right? And I saw on your Facebook profile you have a biology degree.
Yes. Computational biology.
Computational biology. So how in the world do you go from computational biology to owning an air filter business? Can you tell me that story?
That's yes, I can tell you that story. It's very unexpected. I'm sure from you.
Even for you, it's unexpected?
No, it's unexpected in the sense that that was not my original path.
Sure.
The goal was to go to college and study biology, and from there go to med school and become a doctor.
Okay. Not an uncommon path for Nigerians, right?
Very true.
Yeah, especially for Nigerian parents.
True.
That's what they want for their sons to do, right? Yeah.
That my dad is also a doctor, so was an easy easy career path to choose.
Sure.
'Cause it was right there in front of me.
Sure.
But however, over time, I realized that I'm not very good at taking medications. So asking other people to take them felt like I was being hypocritical. And I'm not that good with injections and
I see.
seeing blood
Blood and things, yeah.
Over time, I realized this is not really my calling. However, I wanted to help people because whenever people ask me, why do you want to be a doctor? My answer is, I want to help people.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So over time, I figured helping people doesn't have to be by being a doctor. There are other ways to do that.
Lots of ways.
So I chose to help people through business. And I was looking for something that was important, that everyone uses, everyone needs, and I could solve a problem that everyone needs. And so I've had other businesses in the past, but this one I've really focused on the most in the last 2 years with Ned Air Filters. It's AC air filters. Every building has it.
Yeah.
Every home, every office,
Right.
every church, every wedding hall.
Yes.
Every building that has air going through it has some kind of HVAC in it.
Yeah.
Unless it's just they just open their windows and let the air through
Right.
and turn fans on.
Right.
And with that said, every AC unit, every building like that needs some kind of filtration system to keep the dust outside, keep
Yeah.
your allergens outside.
Right.
And Texas has a lot of allergens, so this is the one thing really protecting you from that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I tried to solve that problem.
And let me just throw this out there from a business perspective. Okay. It's considered a consumable. So in other words, if I'm using toothpaste, it's going to run out. I'm going to need to buy another toothpaste, right?
Yes.
And when you have a business model that requires a repurchase again and again and again, that's not a bad place to be.
It's not a bad place to be. However, I kind of approach it slightly differently. It's not a bad place to be. Your filters have to be used. They have to be replaced. But we provide a very high quality one that can last longer than the cheap ones you buy at
Sure.
Walmart, HEB, at
Sure.
the same or a lower price, right?
Yeah.
So with that, you buy something good and it lasts you a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So you're saving money. We're providing you something you're going to need again.
Yeah.
But it's kind of saving on
I like
both
that.
ends, yes.
Yeah.
And
It's a win-win.
convenience too, because you don't have to go up to the attic and replace the filters. Like they'll do it for you.
Right. Right. Either he'll do it or he'll do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
One of us will do it.
One of us will do it. Yeah. The point is that there are options. If it's hard to get to, you can find some help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
also with some older people who are unable to easily access their attic.
Yeah.
Or just if you have a really high ceiling and you don't have a tall enough ladder, you have someone that can take care of that for you. Or if it's
Sure.
on your roof and you just don't want to have to deal with that,
Yeah.
you have someone that can take care of that for you.
So, Nedu, this business started 2 years ago?
Yes.
2 years ago. So it was after COVID. What were you doing, I guess, immediately before that?
Yeah, so I had a full-time job. I was working as a business consultant for logistics with
Okay.
a major three-letter large logistics company.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that for several years.
All right.
And over time, I was a business consultant for companies that did everything.
Okay.
All kinds of shipping. And I realized that starting a business like this, this product is not very good for shipping. because they're usually large and light. So you have a large, light product in a box and you want to ship it across the country. The price for shipping that might be as high as the price of the product itself.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So I decided instead of doing that, so let me focus on this San Antonio area. There are a million homes in San Antonio.
Yeah.
There are 50,000 or more offices in San Antonio. So there's a lot of people to take care of the needs for in the local area.
Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do sell outside of San Antonio, but then enough people here who don't know that they should be changing their filters.
Yeah.
There are a lot of brand new homes being constructed. People living in a house for a whole year before they realize, oh wow, there's a filter I need to change. I've come across that several times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are great customers, new customers for us.
I bet. I bet it is. Yeah.
And just before summer, your AC is gonna work to its full potential. And if you haven't replaced your filters, it's gonna try to keep up with the heat, and you're gonna blow up the compressor. You're gonna blow up the motor because everything's designed. When the manufacturers design those AC units, they design them with a filter that's gonna be clean and it's gonna be replaced, and that the outdoor unit is gonna be maintained.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, if you don't have any airflow, your unit's gonna freeze up.
Right.
Your compressor's gonna go out. Your motor's gonna go out. So you're talking about a couple $1,000s in repairs that could have been prevented.
Sure. Yeah.
But I mean, this podcast is gonna be going out before summer, so just a friendly reminder that change those filters.
Exactly.
Very important. Very
Yeah.
important.
Now, do you carry any other type of filters, Nedu? Like, for example, I have one of these standalone little filters that I bought for my office. Okay. Right, it's kind of a round cylindrical type thing, and it stands on the table. And you know, every so often, obviously, I have to buy this new filter to replace that filter. Right? Do you sell anything for those type of items, or are you strictly based on the buildings?
I'd have to check and confirm, honestly, because we have 3 manufacturers that primarily make filters for buildings, right?
Okay, yeah.
But we do have a partnership with Amazon as well.
Yeah.
So some of the really
Common ones.
uncommon filters we have available through our Amazon store as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's good to know because like the ones that I'm buying, you know, they're branded to that company, and I'm sure they're definitely upping the price because it's like, no, you have to buy this exact one.
Yes.
Right. But I would venture to say that there's a probably good chance that there's some other versions that are not name brand.
True. And the best way to really confirm is if you go on our website, nedairfilters.com, we kind of break everything down really easy for you to find yours. And if you don't see yours on there, just request the quotes.
Okay.
Send us the manufacturer name or something like that, and we'll get you a quote.
I like that. That's good to know.
I want to hear about the dancing stories.
Oh, shoot! You already want to go there?
Yeah.
Dang, he can't help himself, man. He wants to go straight to the
No,
juicy-
because I went to a class and he was there.
Okay.
Yeah, we went, and I mean, go for it.
All right, Nedu, the cat's out of the bag.
He's a dance instructor.
All right, yeah. Tell us about that. Is this your other hobby, passion thing? Is dancing?
Yes, it is. So I'm the filter guy. I'm also the dancing guy. So dancing filter guy.
Okay.
What type of music? Because you do everything, but just give us a list of everything that you can dance.
Yeah. So what's been most familiar to everyone in the area is salsa.
Yeah.
So I dance salsa. I've done that for over 10 years now. So about 13 years actually.
Nice.
So salsa and bachata are the most popular around here.
Yep.
I dance and I teach those as well. And also, so within that region, there's cha-cha, there's rumba, and also an African dance called kizomba, which is from Angola and West Africa as well.
Wow.
So they're all partner dances, which you dance with your significant other, just anyone.
Yeah.
So
Somebody that maybe you're courting.
Yes.
Does that work there too?
You can do that. It's very effective with that. So it's good for coordinating. Just social dancing is what I like the most.
Okay.
So yes.
Interesting. That is some cool stuff. Now, is this like, do you go to a studio and you're the instructor? Is that kind of how that works, or how to break that part down?
Yes. So I don't own a studio, but I have a studio that I primarily work with. It's in the medical center area.
Okay.
And we do have classes there on Wednesdays. Wednesdays at 8:30. So we actually had one yesterday.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, we host monthly events at the dance studio and also at a lounge in Cibolo called Noble Lounge.
Interesting.
So once a month doing that as well, teaching classes and hosting events.
Yeah.
It's just really an opportunity for people to get out there, get out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel comfortable just dancing, just, I know, whatever you feel comfortable drinking.
Yeah, right.
Just sip some of it and just move and vibe to the music.
You know, and it sounds like it's the type of dance where you could probably burn a few calories.
Yes. So
Yeah?
for many years, dance was my only workout. But over time, I realized maybe I need more than just cardio.
Have you danced all your life, or you started as an adult?
So, yes, I've danced all my life, but these dances I just described now are not native to Nigeria. So I did not dance them growing up. It was when I moved to Texas 18 years ago now. About 4 years after that, I really found dance, and it was very random, honestly. I was on my college campus, and I saw a sign on the board saying free dance classes. And I thought, interesting. Let me go check it out. So I just walked in there, saw people dancing, tried it out. A week later, I was there. I was there every
You're
week.
hooked.
Yeah, I was hooked. I loved watching people dance. Loved learning how to dance.
Yeah.
And just just.
But was this honestly a part of your childhood, like just intertwined with your culture and everything? Is dancing?
Yeah, I would say so. Music and dancing in general was really definitely part of my childhood.
Very important in Nigeria.
Yes. It's hard to find a Nigerian who can dance. I mean, there are a few out there.
Yeah.
But most times people can at least vibe to music and groove to music.
Yeah.
I'm from the Valley, and we dance. Like, my daughter, she's 4 or 3. Like, since they're little kids, they're already dancing in all the birthday parties, quinceañeras,
Oh yeah.
weddings. Like,
Right.
I mean,
It's a
like
part
it's
of our
part
culture as well.
Yeah, it's part.
Yeah. Probably not the exact same dance, but
Actually, I love cumbia as well.
Cumbia, norteñas.
yeah.
People are surprised.
Are there some similarities there at all?
So salsa and bachata are definitely not African, right?
Right.
But similarities in the sense that you're moving to the beat of the music.
Yeah.
I call it just dancing, walking to the beats.
Sure.
Maybe walking a little bit faster.
Sure.
To the beats.
Yeah.
So it's all just part of that.
And you know what? I think that some of that music probably originates in those dance moves from Africa.
They have several similarities and
Yeah.
probably some origins, and some of the musical instruments are similar as well.
Right, exactly.
So,
yeah. You hear like Afro-Cuban and
Yes.
you know what I mean? And I think a lot of that came from the African culture and what have you, but then they just turned it into their own,
True.
you know? So it's almost like you kind of came full circle, I think, on some of that
Full
music.
circle, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that something?
It's like I don't speak Spanish, but I sing Spanish.
There you go. What is it, Selena?
What?
Romeo
Can you give us a little?
Santos.
Can you give us a little something?
When I say I sing Spanish, I mean when the song is played.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Hey, and I mean, you started what, 2019? You said
The business of
the
dance.
business
The business, actually 2021.
2021. So it's what, about 3 years already.
Yeah.
So what are some of, I see you around all the time. So what are some of the things that you're doing to try to grow or get your word out? What are some ways that people can help you, or who are you trying to network with?
Yeah, absolutely. So, honestly, when I got started, I had my small customer base, right? People will order from me and tell friends about it. So definitely referrals are very huge and very welcome and much needed. And after I created the website to make it really a lot easier for people to order and just receive their products to their doors, it's kind of similar to Amazon, but for air filters, and we deliver faster, honestly. So usually within 24 hours, most times same day. So sharing our information, definitely very helpful after you've ordered from us. And apart from residential, we also work with commercial and office buildings, large halls, churches, and things like that. So if you walk into any building that has an AC unit, there's a very good chance that we provide the air filters for them. And we have it at a better price and better quality as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing, dude. That's really cool stuff. Okay, so again, tell us, what is the best place to go to find you, to be able to order air filters if anybody's interested?
AirtegrityCS.com.
You can go that way as well, and they'll connect you to Ned Air Filters. But if you literally just Google air filters San Antonio, we're probably going to be the first to come up.
Oh, cool.
But,
Cool. Yeah.
NED Air Filters, Ned Air Filters is our website, nedairfilters.com.
Okay.
Or if you call 210-960-7723, call or text, really, we get back to you very quickly.
Okay.
And this is brand new. This is launching yesterday/next week.
Okay.
We're going to be on the Favor app as well. So if you order,
Okay.
if you order on there, you can receive your filters within
So it's not just Whataburger.
Not just Whataburger.
Oh,
They
wow.
they have more than food.
Yeah, interesting.
They have air filters now.
So and that is literally a request to install it,
No, that's just to receive the air filters.
to receive it. Okay, you're just going through that app.
Yeah, so they have available drivers as well, and they
Okay.
can get it to you very quickly within an hour, literally.
Now, if I go to your website, Nedu, can I request that I want somebody to come install it? Like if I'm, elderly or I just don't want to do it, whatever. Is that where I can request that?
Yes, you just request the quotes in there, tell us what you need, what type of filter, we'll give you a call and we'll get that set up for you.
Man, that is some good stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up here, is there anything else that you like to do besides the dancing, or is that pretty much your life is filters and dance?
Oh, man.
What's your other passion?
My other passion is biking.
Biking. Interesting.
No motorcycles, but bicycles.
Old school bicycle. Like, are you talking off-road out in the hill country or,
I'm not that adventurous. I
Okay.
love nice paved trails.
Okay.
And, and
There's a lot of them in San Antonio.
there's a lot of them. And most people in San Antonio have no idea
Right.
what's out there.
That's right. And these are beautiful, right?
Beautiful trails, all paved. There's over 60 miles of paved trails in San Antonio away from the roads.
Man.
So I don't ride on roads because I don't trust drivers.
Exactly.
Like everybody
Same here.
texts and drives. So even if there's a bike lane protected, I still don't like it.
Yeah.
That's right.
I go on the trails. You start at several parks around San Antonio and just go. Just enjoy the breeze. And
Yes.
just let your body just move you through.
Wow.
Maybe
We may bump into him out there. We're going to have to try that.
Try what?
I'm going to get the electric.
You push the button, no pedaling.
I've gone to those trails and I can't believe how many electric devices I see, whether it's a handheld or like a skateboard or, or riding. I mean, I'm like, dude, y'all are missing the point out here, man.
Actually, they're getting something.
each their own.
though. They're out there enjoying nature. and
Exactly.
getting to see what's out there. And
Exactly.
A lot of people have no idea it's out there.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a bicycle, you don't need one. Just rent one from a bike shop that's by the trail.
Sure.
There's several of them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
100%. Well, that's great, Nedu. It's been a pleasure having you on our new podcast, the Alamo City Innovators. We learned a lot about you. You have a really awesome business, and you educated us. And I'm sure you guys have a great partnership as well with Integrity, and we'll continue that. But we wish you continued success in your endeavors, both business and dancing, personal. And keep up the good work, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And thanks for being an Alamo City Innovator.
Thank you so much.
All right. And that does it, guys, for this episode, and we will catch you here next time.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Alamo City Innovators podcast, sponsored by Integrity Comfort Solutions. We hope you enjoyed the inspiring stories and valuable insights shared today. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Your support means the world to us. And if you have a moment, we'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment or review, sharing your thoughts and suggestions. Your feedback helps us bring you more of the content you love. Until next time, keep innovating and exploring new horizons with us on the Alamo City Innovators podcast. Thank you for listening.